Welcome to the Mega Projects channel, where we share information about incredible projects from around the world. Make sure to stay updated, informed, and enlightened by pressing the subscribe button and the notification icon. And ensure to watch each video to the end. Many mega projects have been planned but never built. Some projects were started but never completed. Today we'll discuss 4 mega bridges that were never built. They boast of magnificent designs on the architect's board and appealing sights on the artist's pen, but they never advanced beyond that. This could have been due to various issues, including financial constraints, inadequate planning, and a shortage of senior experts. Some may be caused by man-made disasters, such as wars. Well, let's get into details. Number 1. Euro-Route Bridge between France and Britain. This bridge was intended to connect Calais and the Dover Strait. Calais is a French city on the Dover Strait, which separates Great Britain and France. Of course, your guess is as good as mine that the goal of this project is to improve relations between France and Great Britain. This highway, on the other hand, was never built. What exactly was the plan? I'm sure you are eager to learn more. As designed by French architect Jean-Paul Viguier, the bridge was intended to span the Dover Strait before plunging into the sea. Do you mean the bridge crosses across the water? You could be wondering. To be clear, the bridge from Calais Point would lead to an island in the middle of the sea. There will be shops, hotels, and other facilities on this mid-sea island. The bridge would take its route through these structures and into an undersea tunnel. Is it possible to build a bridge that spans an undersea tunnel? Well, that's not the end. The road rises from the tunnel to an island off the coast of England, where it connects to the bridge and eventually to a hole carved into the white cliffs of Dover. Can you conjure up a mental image of this? You'll agree that this is highly futuristic, as rightly described by others. You can easily deduce why this particular project never came into existence. Today, the Channel Tunnel now connects France and Britain. Notwithstanding, Jean-Paul Viguier's design was really out of the universe. Such an idea could not be realized at that time and age. That will be all on the much-anticipated Euro-Route Bridge that never had a single car run through it. However, this is only one of the several massive projects that failed. Number 2. Hudson River Bridge, New York, USA. This bridge was designed to be 2 times longer than the George Washington Bridge. The George Washington Bridge is 4,760 feet long. As a result, the length of this bridge was estimated to be roughly 9,520 feet. Wow! It was planned to connect 57th Street in New York City with Hoboken, New Jersey. I'll show you what Gustav Lindenthal, the project's lead engineer, designed and aspired to make a reality. I'm sure you've never heard or imagined anything like that before. The bridge was supposed to have 12 rail tracks, 24 motor lanes, and 2 pedestrian walkways. That's insane. To complete a project like this, a great deal of effort will be required. Unlike the first, this mega project did not end on the architect's desk. Some resources were devoted to the project. According to history, the engineers placed the 8-foot cornerstone on June 18, 1895. Sadly, that was both the beginning and the conclusion of the project. It never made it past the foundation that had been laid. The mega project's demise was exacerbated by the fact that the needed funds to move it forward were not provided due to the financial crisis of the time. This amounted to almost $37 million. Currently, the cornerstone serves only as a tourist attraction for those traveling through the area. Number 3. General Ulysses S. Grant Memorial Bridge, Washington, D.C. This bridge was supposed to be dedicated to the United States' 18th president. John L. Smithmeyer and Paul J. Pels drew the plan. They designed the bridge to cross the District of Columbia, where the Arlington Bridge now stands. You may be asking why this bridge was not built, given that it was intended to commemorate a great soldier as well as a prominent figure. Due to political considerations, it never did. I'm not sure what happened, but the fact that the bridge was linked to a Union Army general infuriated the authorities at the time. As a result, they opposed the construction of the bridge from a political standpoint. And with that, the proposal came to an end. The bridge was projected to be constructed across the Potomac from Washington, D.C. to Arlington. It had its starting point on the Washington side to be the Observatory Hill, close to the foot of New York and New Hampshire Avenue. It then should run across the Potomac to some point near Arlington that was to be decided by some designated individuals in the lawmaking process. This bridge, in all fairness, should not have ended up on John L. Smithmire and Paul J. Pelzey's board because it connects Washington, D.C. to Arlington, where more than 20,000 soldiers died fighting for the Union. Its main goal was to design a simple route that would make it easier for people who visit the area year after year to place flowers on their loved ones' graves. What was the design of this bridge supposed to be like? The bridge's length was set at 4,650 feet, with a 40-foot carriageway and a 10-foot wide pedestrian walkway on each side. It was expected to have a 240-foot arch span, a 160-foot bascule span, and a 120-foot minor span. These features have never been built or considered in the United States at this time. We can conclude that it appeared earlier than expected. It's enormous, but that's all there is to it. It ended at the table of deliberations. Number 4. Kerch Strait Bridge between Crimea and Russia. Many intriguing stories surround this project. During that time, major powers were interested in the Kerch Strait. You can imagine how fierce the competition was for this route at the time. The Russians saw it as a new route connecting Europe and Asia, while the British saw it as a quick and easy way to colonize India. However, the outbreak of World War II and the subsequent disintegration of Russia and Germany's alliance put an end to Hitler's architect, Albert Speer's intention to construct a bridge along the route. At the end of World War II, the Russians were still bent on utilizing the area. Thus, Boris Konstantinov, a Russian engineer, proposed building a bridge across the same course on the Black Sea, all in a bid to connect Crimea and Russia. Construction had begun on the site. Thus, this didn't end on the architect's desk. Monuments were erected in honor of Joseph Stalin, the current Soviet leader, to make it more captivating and noteworthy. Boris Konstantinov's goal seemed to be coming true until the Soviet leader himself decided to halt the construction for economic reasons. At that time, it appears that Russia was not prepared for such a massive bridge. Thus, we can conclude that this particular megabridge was not actualized due to financial constraints. This is a major common element to almost all the failed megaprojects mentioned earlier. It may interest you to know that a bridge currently links Crimea and Russia, but it's definitely not the continuation, nor does it have a connection to Boston's vision. That will be all on the 4 mega bridges that were never built. With innovations going on all over the world and more technological advancement in major countries, abandoned projects will be reduced to their lowest ebb. We've seen magnificent bridges like the Tower Bridge in London and the world's biggest bridge in Australia, Sydney Harbour Bridge. It's a beautiful sight to behold, with large roadways, pedestrian passages, railroads, and even a distinct section for bicycles. As you can see, what was unthinkable in the industrial age is now a reality. This is one of the reasons why the 4 mega bridges were never completed. Most of them were attempted, but not at the right time. That's all I've got for today. Do not hesitate to share your thoughts with me in the comment section. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell to get future updates. See you next time.